What's up guys, Schroeder here with another video. Guys, today, this video isn't going to be specifically about phone flipping. It's going to be more about mentorship, coaching, courses, and things like that that I think will be valuable to many of you guys, especially those of you who are going out into the marketplace looking for people that can help you. Okay, so what I'm going to be talking about today is how to compress time and learn skills incredibly fast. Okay, this is something that I've been doing over the years. It's been skill building. I've been doing this since I was 23 years old. I am now 27. So I've been skill building for 4 years now. And I have many skills under my belt. I know how to market. I know how to do email marketing, SMS marketing. I know how to do a lot of different things now because I've been stacking these skills through what I'm about to show you guys. So one thing I want to go over is how to compress time. So what I mean by that is, how can you learn the most implementative information in the fastest way possible? Well, the number one way to do that is to learn from somebody who's already done it. Okay, so I wanted to give you guys two different time frames here and kind of how everything works. And this is going to be my own, I'm showing you guys my own personal journey here. And this one will be kind of specific to phone flipping and learning Facebook groups and things like that. As many of you guys know, I have one of the largest reselling communities on the internet, and one of the most valuable is called Reselling Electronics for Profit. So, and I built that through paid advertising. So, guys, I want you guys to look at this right here. This one right here. So this is the first one that I call the learning curve. Okay, as you can see, it's a curve, right? So, and along the way, you can see I have some mistakes and I have some wins. But you can see that I have more mistakes than I have wins. These are actual numbers. These are actual numbers of money that I have lost. Like trying to learn things on my own. I mean, there's $200 here. This is my first $200 that I ever lost, right? Because I didn't follow advice. I lost $800, right? This one was an eBay mistake. I refunded somebody before I got the item back, and then they never responded. So that was an $800 loss because I didn't have anybody to talk to. I didn't have anybody to ask questions to. Like, it was just straight up loss, right? The next one was 2000. I just lost it. You know, another thing, right? Another mistake. Then we have a couple of wins along the way. There's always a couple of wins along with the losses, right? One thing that I've always heard and that my mentors always tell me is you need to just fail faster. The faster you fail, the faster you'll be able to succeed. So just start failing a whole lot faster. So I took that to heart, guys. Like, I took it to heart. However, failing along the way, it really deters you from trying to grow, right? So what I ended up starting to do was I started investing in mentors, in coaching, in people that I knew could help me, okay? So this right here is a learning curve, okay? Now, I do want to point something out here. This learning curve, the time it took me to actually learn things, it took me 6 months and thousands of dollars lost, right? So this is very parallel to my phone flipping journey in the very beginning. So I didn't buy a course until about 6 months in, and whenever I did, I bought David Kosciuszko's course, and that one at the time it was $997. But guys, I had lost way more money than that, Okay, but after going through that program, learning some things, learning how to talk to people, I quickly made my money back really fast, right? So the same thing happened with Facebook groups, same thing happened with marketing. I made mistakes along the way, and then I paid somebody to help me, okay? So, and that brings me to this part right here. So, as you can see, here's a starting point. And this one right here, this one's a parallel to my Facebook group experience. So, and so is this one. So, I knew there was money in Facebook groups. However, I just didn't know how to activate it. I didn't know how to make it work, right? So, I spent a good amount of money on trying to figure out how to get Facebook ads to work and for Facebook ads to work for Facebook groups because I knew that was something that was powerful. but nobody had really cracked the code to that yet. And then I finally found some guys who did. After spending thousands of dollars trying to figure it out, I found clients and community. By far my best investment. I've invested well over $30,000 with those guys. By far the best investment I've ever done, because the return was insane. But so I started off, and by the way, I didn't have that $30,000 in the beginning. Just so you guys know, it's because of that program I was able to do that. But as you can see, where I started, right, with them, I didn't know a damn thing, right? I really didn't. I thought I did, but I didn't. I didn't know anything. So I started with them, and what I did is I took their course, their mentorship program, which was a mentorship program, and their coaching. And what I ended up doing is I ended up compressing time. You guys don't realize how long it would have taken me to learn what they already knew by myself. It would have taken forever because there was no YouTube videos on it. There was nothing about it. It was a completely new concept. It's not new now, but at the time it was completely new. It was a brand new concept. What I did is I compressed time, and I bought their program. I spent $2,800 on that program, the most I'd ever spent. And then in 1 month, I did $10,000 in sales from a Facebook group. So I learned a skill within a very short amount of time. I took that skill, implemented it immediately, and did a 5x, or I guess a 3x return on my money within 1 month. It's insane, right? And that's all because I compressed time and I paid somebody who had what I needed. That's exactly what I did, right? So I encourage you guys to look into things like this. And one thing a lot of people, for some reason, they think money is like finite, but like everybody has money, guys. Like it's not really that finite. I mean, there obviously is an end to it, but like it's renewable. Like you can go make more if you wanted to. You can go work more hours at your job. You can go do Uber. You can go do Lyft. You can do things to create more, right? So like it can always be created again, right? And that's kind of the way that I always look at it. It's like it is partially renewable. It's a renewable resource. You can just go get more of it, right? You can go resell some more phones. Like there's innumerable things you can do, right? When it comes to money itself. So it can always be replenished. Like it's not like if you lose all of your savings tomorrow, you can't go out and make more. That's not realistic. Like you can always make more, right? So compress time. So yeah. That's all I got to share today, guys. If you want, my help compressing time and learning things within a very, very short amount of time, very, very quickly, you can always apply to work with me directly below. It does cost quite a bit, just so you know. I'm not cheap because I help you implement and compress time. But if you are just getting started, let's say with the reselling space or something like that, I definitely recommend getting my ebook below. You guys can check all of that out. I have a lot of resources below. So make sure to check all of those out, and I will see you guys in the next video.